In this video, we are given an equation z is equal to negative 3 times x plus y. That's the equation. Our objective here is to solve for x. We are going to solve for x. Now, we are going to use the distributive property to simplify it. So, let's go ahead and write it out. Z is equal to negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Then negative 3 times y is negative 3y. Now, since we are going to solve for x, I'm just going to move everything that involves x on one side, all the terms involving x on one side and everything else to the other side. So the x term, negative 3x, is on the right hand side. I'll just keep it there and move the 3y, negative 3y to the left. To do so, I add 3y to both sides. Add 3y to both sides. That gives me on the left hand side z plus 3y. And on the right hand side, negative 3y and positive 3y are going to cancel out. That's going to give me negative 3x. Now, in order to solve for x, I need to divide both sides by negative 3 because negative 3x has negative 3 in it. Now remember, I'm using the property of equation. It's called division property. That means I can divide both sides of an equation by any number except for 0. Similarly, we have the multiplication property of equation. I can multiply both sides of an equation by any number except for 0. When you are multiplying or dividing an equation, remember you cannot multiply or divide by 0. That's a key observation. So in this case, we are dividing both sides by negative 3. Dividing by negative 3. So on the right hand side, negative 3 and negative 3 is going to cancel out. That's going to give me just x. And on the left hand side is going to be negative z plus 3y over 3. Now this we could write as x is equal to negative z plus 3y over 3. Now remember what I did here, I used this property. If I say a is equal to b, isn't it the same as saying b is equal to a? I'm saying this left hand side is equal to this right hand side, which is x. So if which is equivalent to saying that x is equal to this thing. This is the property that I have used. Now this is excuse me, this is your final answer. However, you can simplify it further or leave it as it is. But another form of this answer could be negative z minus 3y over 3. Instead of putting the negative sign up front, I could just distribute it. So this is like saying negative z plus 3y over 3 from here to here, and then I use the distributive property. Remember, negative in front of the parenthesis is same as negative 1. So I multiply everything inside the parenthesis by negative 1. That gives me this. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.